Yo, what up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Vussy Magz. Welcome back to Vussy Supreme Traders. Yeah, don't worry about me. If I look tired, it's probably because I am tired. I ain't slept all night. This is how you look if you don't sleep all night. But it is what it is. We're used to this business, you know what I'm saying? So, if you're new to the channel, go ahead, subscribe, like the video, leave a comment, click the bell notification icon so you don't miss out on any future drops, fam. So you don't miss out on any future drops. If you've been subscribed to the channel, you know what I'm saying, welcome back to the team, fam. You already know what it is. The agenda of today is a money. We're only here for the money. Otherwise, if it wasn't for the money, I wouldn't be here and you wouldn't be here, you know what I'm saying? So hey man, today's video is an analysis video. I dropped a video yesterday which was already on my vlog channel, but I felt like it's gonna be more relevant here, so I just dropped it here also yesterday. So at least I gave y'all something yesterday. I know the analysis video is supposed to come on Sundays, but at least I gave you guys a video to check out in the meantime, you know what I'm saying? So today, this morning, well, yeah, I'm planning on doing this video, which is an analysis video. Then I'm gonna upload it and drop it this morning. I'm not gonna wait till later or whatever. I'm just gonna drop it. Whoever's gonna be able to watch it early, good for y'all. That means you're gonna be able to hopefully catch some of these trades today. But if you don't catch it early, I mean, I don't blame you. You might be at work or whatever, so you might have to watch it later on during the day, you know what I'm saying? So in today's video, we're doing the usual analysis video. Damn, the lighting is off, fam. Alright, yeah. So as I was saying, fam, I'm gonna do this analysis video. I'm gonna drop it for you guys. I have like 3 or 4 charts. It's not gonna be a lot of charts, just, you know what I'm saying, a few easy charts you can just go execute and all this stuff if you don't have a watch list. And if you do have a watch list, go in the comment section, let me know what you guys are checking out today or whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? So let's go to the analysis video right now, fam. Also, before we start with the analysis video, I just want to show you guys, I've been looking at the NAS. I don't know if you guys can see this. I've been looking at the NAS 100, you know what I'm saying? I've been looking at the NAS 100. I'm working on a strategy, right? I'm working on improving the NAS 100 strategy, but it's not going to be part of this video, right? It's not going to be part of this video. It's going to be a video that I'm planning on dropping tomorrow, right? So be on the lookout for tomorrow. I'm going to drop a updated NAS 100 strategy. But as for today, if I do drop any if I do hop on any NAS 100 or US 100 trades, expect to see or expect to get those ones on the VIP signals and the VIP Supreme Mentorship channel and the WhatsApp groups, you know what I'm saying? But let's go to the analysis right now, fam. So the first chart we're gonna look at is the AUDCHF. This one is in the daily time frame. We're gonna go from daily to H4, right? And then we're gonna look in the H1 maybe, if it makes sense to do so. Then we're gonna do so, right? So in this video, my voice, obviously it sounds a little bit mellow, it sounds a little bit chill. It's because it's still early in the morning. I hope you guys don't kill me. But as long as you guys can hear what I'm saying, I feel like that's the whole point of me doing this, right? So in the AUDCHF, what I want you guys to check out, right? This chart, I'm gonna say it before we even go into it. This one looks, when you look at this chart, it doesn't appear to be anything of importance, but once I describe what's going on here, hopefully it can make sense to you too, right? So what we're seeing here now is a chart that's struggling to basically push the price higher than this resistance zone that we have here. So basically this resistance has been the highest that this chart has ever been since around the 27th of May. You understand what I'm saying? And before that, we basically had a really up from here, and then the price was declining here, but that's not really important, as we know that from here the price basically was in an uptrend. We had a strong momentum, as you can see, but then yeah, basically we made it on to the right side of the chart, and we've kind of been struggling ever since. Now, why would you want to trade a chart that's going sideways is what you're probably asking yourself. But when you look at it, you can see sort of the bigger picture of what's happening. You know, the markets are basically sideways for about 80% of the time, and only 20 to 30% is when you actually catch a nice trend. You understand? With that in mind now, because this is our basically resistance zone or major resistance zone, we also have this zone here where, if I just zoom in a little bit so you guys can see, we went and made a peak there. We peaked at the resistance, and then when we went down now, we basically had this level where we've tested once, twice, 3 times now. Right? We've tested this level 3 times, and I'm marking it because that's the closest place to where the price currently is. You understand what I'm saying? So now we're gonna go into the thing. We're going to go into the H4 so you can see why I drew these trend lines. I actually didn't mean to do that, but yeah, let's go to the H4 time frame. Right. So in the H4 time frame, you can see I drew this trend line. This trend line is just to highlight that should the price come down, expect to see a rebound here. If you don't see a breakout, even if you do see a breakout, there's always a retest. So this level is of importance, kind of, because you only touched here once, twice, so only twice, right? That's not enough for us to say like the market is definitely gonna respect it the next time, but it's important enough for us to draw it. And it is also this top trend line that I drew here. So the top trend line basically is just to show what's going on with the price right now, right? So if I'm gonna trade this one today, the way it's gonna go out is I'm probably gonna go into the H1 time frame. And I'm gonna look to see if there's any momentum, because basically if today we see the price pushing down to this resistance support zone, there's enough pips for me here to, you know what I'm saying, get some short-term trades here. So to do that, I will have to go into the H1 time frame, see how this one is reacting, see the momentum and stuff like that. And I don't think I would have to go into the 30 minutes or the 15-minute time frame, but because the H1 is so clear. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys for this one. Let's go to the next page. Alright, fam, so the next chart we're gonna look at is the EURAUD on the H1 time frame. This one is gonna be a short-term trade. As you guys can see, it's not a thing. It's not on the top down or whatever. It's done on the H1 time frame because there's a little quick setup that I want you guys to hop on, as you definitely gonna be hopping on. So check this out. What's basically happening? We have our high there. That's our peak, right? That's our peak. Then you have this lower high there. That's how we drew the trend line we got, right? The top trend line. At the bottom, we do have our low, and then we have a lower low. We have a lower. We have our low. Then we have a higher low, and then another higher low there. You understand what I'm saying? So basically what's happening now, we have a trend line here that's drawn from the low to the higher low, and also to the higher low again. So this is a wedge pattern formation, you understand? Now the thing about the trend line is, since there isn't any perfect way of drawing it, possibly it's also a possibility that this trend line is supposed to be like this, and at the same time it's also possible that it's supposed to be like this. You understand? So the only reason I haven't had a trade open is because I'm waiting just to see a little bit more momentum before I'm convinced that this is the trade I should open. But if we look at it solely from this perspective, then yeah, this is definitely a buy, because it rejected basically to break below the trend line. And it's also a confluence because you have support there, as we make contact here once, twos, and this was the third time, right? So going into this buying trade, obviously the target here, it has to be at the next resistance zone. That's why I marked it. Otherwise I was just gonna leave this one out, and then I was just gonna say, listen, buy until we get to the trend line there at the top. But no, you gotta look at other levels that the price is most likely to react at, and this is also a level where I think the price is gonna react first. So if you enter this one, look at it from this perspective and look to take your targets or profits there. I'm gonna send it to the VIP signals group and the mentorship group as usual. So let's go to the last pair, guys. So the last pair is more of a trade that we're not gonna open today, which for reasons I'm gonna highlight to you guys in a little bit now. So let's look at the USD. The USD on the weekly time frame. As you can see, I did this pair last week. Also, I spoke about this one last week, and I told you guys that expect to see a retest of the zone before we actually pick up momentum, because I believe the USD for some reason, looking at this chart, I can see it basically going back up. I don't know up to where, but I know we basically retesting this zone, and then we're gonna rebound. That's what, at least that's what the analysis is telling me. So to prove that we're on the right track with this one, we're gonna go to the daily time frame, and as we go to the daily time frame, we can see we're already starting to lose momentum. Right now, if we go to the H4, it gets more clearer. Right, it gets more clear because you can see that since we made it to this low there, which is why I have this support zone, the pay or the price basically goes up, comes back down, goes back up, comes back down. We've already tested this support zone 1, 2, 3, 4 times, right? Since last week, we already tested it 4 times. So that basically what that means is, because the price was dropping, which was a downtrend, now we're at a point where the lows can't get any lower than where they've been. So it's basically showing weakness in terms of the buyers. In terms of the sellers have weakness, and what we can do now, we can just add a trend line to basically have this sort of like a, you know what I'm saying, it's basically have this sort of like as a wedge on the smaller time frame, but it still doesn't guarantee that the price is going to go up, which is why I didn't even draw it in the first place, because I feel like if I'm going to draw a wedge pattern, I need more than 3 times for the I need the candlesticks to make contact with it at least 3 times or more, and this is only 2 times, so it's not even that reliable, which is why you're not gonna even add it. But this one, I'm gonna give you an update as we proceed into the week, probably around Tuesday or Wednesday. I'll let you guys what's happening with this one, but don't expect to trade this one anytime soon until we actually get that rejection on the weekly time frame. Alright, fam, so that's all I got for you guys today. It's the USD size, the EURAUD, and the AUDCHF. I hope I got those ones correct. So like I said, with the USD we still need to wait. We're on a waiting period right now. But with the AUDCHF and the EURAUD, fam, listen, those ones, they're looking like we might have to open a couple of trades. You know what I'm saying? As soon as we get the first session of the day, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I appreciate it if you're still watching to this far. Obviously, the NAS 100 or the US 100 or the NASDAQ, I'm not gonna highlight that one today. I mean, we might have a trade today, which I'm gonna send to the VIP members. But as far as the YouTube channel goes, I expect NAS 100 related content tomorrow. Alright, so it's your boy Vussy Magz once again. Listen, man, I appreciate y'all if you're still watching. Even if you're not subscribed, I still appreciate y'all. Even if you dislike the video, I still appreciate y'all, man. So alright, that's a chill one. I'll see you guys in the next one.